Alex is the name, stock market is the game. Good evening. Everything around you is getting more expensive. Rent, groceries, flights, money moves every single day. So the real shift is very simple. Your money has to start moving too. You have to take control of your life. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Let's go! When you start looking into investing, suddenly you're surrounded by numbers. People throwing around amounts like it's obvious. 500 a month, 1,000 a month, more if you're serious. And even without even realizing it, you start feeling like you are already left behind. Like if you can't hit those numbers, you are not really doing it properly. That's where things go wrong. Because the real difference isn't between investing a lot or a little. The real difference is between starting or waiting. There is something interesting that happens when people think about investing. They imagine a moment, a perfect plan, a clean start, a number that feels right, a version of themselves that feels more prepared. It's very windy here. So they wait for that version. They wait for more income, more clarity, and more confidence. Months pass and then years pass. And the idea is still there, but the action never quite begins. Meanwhile, someone else starts small, nothing impressive, 50 euros, maybe 100. They don't overthink it. They don't try to optimize everything. They just start and then repeat it over and over again, month after month, year after year. Not perfectly, not aggressively, just consistently. That's the person who wins. Not because they had more money, because they started earlier and stayed with it. The S&P 500 doesn't require brilliance. I'm still watching the tide. It doesn't reward perfection. It works best when you treat it like something steady. You are stepping into a system that's been running for decades. The biggest companies constantly evolving and constantly adjusting the world. You are not trying to predict anything, you are just participating. And participation over time is what creates the results. It's just like going at the beach or 1 hour every day, and in time you are going to build the perfect 10 without getting burned. Now think about your own situation for a second. When would you like to go to the beach? No. What I meant to ask was, what amount would you feel comfortable investing every month? Just something realistic that would make sense to you without changing your life, without added pressure. Think about it for yourself first, okay? You don't have to tell me, but if you do, go ahead and write it in the comments. I'll be happy to hear from you. Charlie Munger was Warren Buffett's long-time associate. Long before Warren Buffett was Warren Buffett, he was buying mediocre businesses. He was calling them cigar butts because they only had a puff worth in them. Charlie Munger advised his friend Warren to buy great businesses at fair prices and keep them forever. This is what built the path for him to become one of the richest men in the world. Holding the S&P 500 is exactly the same thing. You have the opportunity to be Warren Buffett without being the genius of Warren Buffett. Instead of chasing opportunities, you stay with the quality. You're not trying to pick winners, you are already invested in them. And as the world changes, the index adjusts. The system keeps evolving, even when you are not paying attention. "20 years old, future millionaire." This is not an if, this is a certainty. If you are 20 years old, this becomes even more powerful. Because at that age, time is fully on your side. Even small amounts have space to grow. You have at least 30 years of compounding on your side. Imagine there are people that play the lottery not every month. They play every week for their whole life and have gotten nothing out of it. You don't need the big moves. You just need to start. Starting early gives you something most people try to catch later: momentum. And as a 20-year-old, if you are not into the S&P 500, you should be accused of severe non-chiller compliance, punishable with no beer for 1 month and ordered to drink 2 liters of water per day. And if you are a parent and not putting money inside the S&P 500 for your kid, same punishment, only a bit more serious. No beer for 4 months and 3 liters of water per day. Locked outside the favorite garage, man cave or basement. Sentenced for bad parenting. Now, let's come back to the main question. How much would you invest? And the clean answer is very simple. You invest an amount that fits your life and that you can repeat. That's it. That's the whole strategy. No pressure to impress anyone. No need to chase a number. Just something that keeps you moving forward. And once you're in that rhythm, something interesting happens. You stop thinking about whether you should invest, you just simply do it. It becomes part of your life in a very natural way. And that's where things start to build properly, because consistency becomes automatic. Imagine looking back after a few years. You did not rush, you didn't try to outsmart anything, you just stayed consistent. And now you see the progress, the real progress. That's where confidence comes from. Not from big wins, but from steady movement. So, here's where everything connects. The amount you invest matters less, but the habit you build matters way more. Because the habit is what keeps you in the game, okay? And staying in the game is what allows time to do its work. Before we close, go back to that number you thought about earlier, the realistic one, the one you maybe wrote in the comments even. That is your starting point. And once you have that number, just act on it. Open the account, set the transfer, just keep it simple and let it run. Remember, this is your money. You are not giving it to anyone. You will have access and power over it. If this helped you see things more clearly, stick around. I really enjoy talking about life plans and life structure, combined with finance, compounding, and beautiful, amazing views. If you think this made sense for you, subscribe to the channel. I'm posting every Tuesday. Life is easy, people. People complicated. Stay consistent and hope to see you soon. Alex is the name, stock market is the...